back, and today is all about Polly. Well, specifically Cinderella, but shh. I know a lot of you guys have been waiting for a Polly video, and this is probably not what you had in mind, but hopefully it's pretty exciting for you because I am terrified. I clearly have two Cinderella castles here, and for anyone who is interested to know, these are the 1996 Trendmaster Cinderella Castle. There are more than one variety of Polly Pocket-esque Cinderella castles. Both of these were thrifted finds. I bought this one off of a Facebook marketplace listing. It was $40. It is very dingy, dirty, yellowing, very gross and manky, but it has the majority of its pieces intact. This one here I actually purchased off of Kijiji, which is an offshoot, I believe, of eBay. It is much brighter, whiter, shinier, sparklier, but it came with nothing and a lot of broken pieces. I paid $30 and got this plus two other castles. So my hope today is to take the brighter, whiter, shinier castle, decide what's missing, and hopefully, without destroying anything, we can remove the pieces we need from this castle and attach them to this castle to create a perfect Franken-castle. So on this castle here, I'm definitely missing some flags. The problem is this one has them all, but they have started to fade in a really weird way. They're kind of a corally pink now instead of this bright, really pretty plastic Barbie pink. On the left side of the castle, there's actually a little cottage here, and it opens up to reveal a fireplace and stuff like that, and Cinderella is supposed to be in there cleaning. And on this one, I just do not have that part available, so we have to find a way to put it on there. This little thing actually turns, which is cool, and it does expose some horses. The lock on this one is literally destroyed. Can't open it even if I use scissors or a butter knife. This one still works, just barely though. I'm not exactly sure what I'm gonna do, but my hope is that I can take this one off, take away the yellowing, and attach it to this one somehow. And I think for the outside of the castle, that's the only things that are different. So now you can take a peek at what's going on inside. There's a missing flag, which is excellent, but it is missing a few things. If we pull this out here, there's actually supposed to be a little flap. There's actually supposed to be a little flap that opens up so that we can use it as a stand when we flip this open to expose a dance floor. We don't have that, so it falls. We also don't have the staircase that goes here or any of the people. For the most part, I think that's it. Here you can see the inside of this one and that it clearly has everything going on. So it's got a staircase, it's got the dance floor open because there is in fact a flap right there. And there's another piece that flips out as well, which I didn't even realize was missing on the last one. And it connects to up here. And then here's all the characters. We'll take them out for now, but this one actually does have all of its pieces, which is excellent. The problem is everything is super dirty and filled with hair, and it's yellowed. I'm going to carefully try to remove the piece that I need. I'm terrified. Ah! Oh, got it. That one comes off easily. And so does that one. Excellent. The staircase is easy. Also, I might have forgotten to mention that this one actually lights up. Let me just steal my batteries because we're not going to need it in this one. And I've given up on the lock for now. Here are my 4 stolen pieces. I took the little piece off that I needed to add to here. Luckily, they were all easily removable parts, and I'm going to take a paintbrush and just give them a good little sweeping before we begin anything else. Now that I've swept them off, I'm going to take my toothbrush and that baking soda salt water mixture, and what I'm going to do is just in a gentle circular motion, basically brush your teeth. Hopefully this takes not only the first layer of grime off, but maybe it'll start the removal of that yellowing plastic. And I'm gently going to do the exact same thing again, but this time with some rubbing alcohol. Make sure you don't have any cuts. Careful around the stickers again though, because you don't want them to peel up. Mine is going under it anyways though. Ah! And let that dry upside down so it drains off of the sticker. This stuff is drying out my hands. Also, just remember this video is sped up during these parts because you don't want to watch me for 4 hours. So even though it might look like I'm going very rough, I'm not. Speeding up has that effect. I'm really excited, guys, because I am noticing a difference. Can you tell that it's any whiter? There's still some more nasty orange stuff there. I'm gonna add more paste and let it sit. It's been 10 minutes and look what's gone. Well, there's a tiny bit left, but. And I'm scratching very carefully away at that yellow orangey bit and it's gone. So I'm gonna use this technique to get into some of the grooves of the brick and in the windows and such to clean them out. I'm back to this now, and I have a real hope that it's gonna work out, but finding this little flag has reminded me that I still have to get the other one. I've located the brightest of the flags, guys, and I'm going to remove it carefully. Do not envy me. Do not copy either. Do you really want to hurt me? Do you really want to make me cry? No, I don't. But I got it. Jen's soul died a little that day. So here is the original pink flag and the new pink flag. Bury it. And once I'm done doing all these small bits and letting them rest, I'll be starting on the outside and basically just repeating the whole process, but being more cautious because of the electrical components. This might not look like much, but it has been a labor of love and it has taken quite a while. One thing I want to point out before we move on is that yes, this baking soda paste has worked out lovely, but it takes many coats and brushings and coats and brushings to get it to look like this, and then it leaves a powdery residue. So just brush it as best you can with a gentle but firm toothbrush. It's going to take forever, but it's totally worth it in the end. I have brushed everything off and I'm good to go. So let's turn it around and open it up. Now, if you remember, I said this lock is super mutilated, so that's why I'm never closing it. I wasn't actually able to remove the other lock from the other castle. It was just too much work, so that's another task for another day. Here's the inside, and I did a quick cleanup. I didn't use any baking soda or anything because there wasn't as much to clean. Just a little sweeping with a paintbrush and then a gentle brush down with a toothbrush and some rubbing alcohol pretty much did the trick. So we're gonna slide on our stairs. They just pop on so easily. Let's open this part up. Now you can see our little patio, and we can add our new clean pieces. They turned out really great. I'm so excited, and they just snap on easily. So there we go. Look how white it is. So obviously they didn't turn out perfect white, but I mean, it was baking soda, guys. There are actual products that you can buy to help with yellowing plastic, but I wasn't about to do that. Snap that back on, and there it is. Ah! It probably doesn't look very different to you guys, but on my end, it is so much cleaner. Oh my gosh, I just love it. Okay, tuck that in. Close that up. And in order to close this, you actually have to take off the stairs. I'm gonna close this up. Here's the new outside piece, and it was very dirty before. I'm really excited right now. Woo! I'm gonna add some batteries and hope that this one works, because you'd think I was smart enough to test if it worked before I, did stuff to it. So I'll never know if it's my own fault or not, but here goes. Throw in some Genergizers. A little screwdriver kit came in handy. The lights are dimmed because it is now the moment of truth. We are going to test out to see. Fingers crossed. Switch on, and it lights up. We have lights, and the fireplace lights up. I'm so calm, excited right now, mostly because I'm nervous. Here is the back. There's a little light here behind a disco ball because, Cinderella always had a disco ball. Let's set it to midnight. Alright guys, I am more than thrilled right now. There's a few things that I could change, but I'm not gonna mess around with it too much because I don't want to screw it up. So there's still slight yellowing on the side of the chimney, a lighter color flag, and I didn't change the lock, but I am a-okay with that because this is more than I could have expected, and I didn't break anything. It all works. Now it's time to add the people. Here are all of my figures. I have given them all a warm soapy bath and a gentle cloth dry because their paint is very delicate and a lot of it was already ruined, so I wasn't about to destroy it more. Here we've got a horse-drawn carriage. They are white, silver, and blue, very nicely detailed. We've got a guard. He is pale blue and white, and he's saluting us. Here, I believe, is one of the stepsisters. She is purple and blue. Another stepsister, she looks pretty angry, green and pink, or light purple. I think this one here is the stepmother. She just looks angry. She's dark purple and blue. She has angry stepmother hair, don't you think? Here is our poor Cinderella. She's seen some better days. She was melted to something clearly. She's ruined, and she looks really creepy. She's so tiny, so I understand that the features are pretty ugly, but yes. But here she is after she's ready for the ball. Also still weird looking. She's in white with blue, and her hair is up in the standard Cinderella hair bun. Random guest. She looks like she's wearing a cake. Another random guest. I used to think that was the prince before, and then that this is the prince all dressed up. It still could be. Either that or he's a guest. because here's our prince. He's purple and blue with a gold crown, and his hair is braided in the back. Very regal. Here's our king. So these are yellowy looking in gold and purple with blonde hair. And then we've got some animals which are super hard to see because they're so tiny. So we've got a robin here, blue, orange, and yellow, a little purple mouse, and another little robin. Here's a pretty funny one. This is actually where we store the coach. Totally inconspicuous. Time to shut it down, folks. Okay guys, apart from individually pointing out every little detail on this castle, I think I've done my best to show off all of the awesome qualities that it possesses, cute things, hidden areas, and all that great stuff. I'm very pleased to say that this worked out, but that could have gone wrong in so many different ways, so I'm kindly and graciously going to share everything that I've learned through this experience with you. First things first, do not attempt a restoration of a vintage item if it does not belong to you. It is probably special to someone, so make sure you either have permission, or if it's yours, then please make sure you are 100% confident in your destruction and construction abilities. Secondly, and I cannot stress this enough, please do research. You obviously wouldn't take on a big project in any part of your home without first looking it up, so don't do it with something that could be of value to you or someone else. Definitely do research. When it comes to vintage items, there are so many different things you might come across, such as yellowing, acid on battery coils, stuff like that. And there are so many great websites that can help you deal with that, but when it comes to Polly specific things, I highly recommend a website called onlypolly.com. They are amazing. Any Polly concerns you ever have, they have suggestions on how to fix it there, and they're just wonderful. So I will link to that in the description below, and you can also find any answers to basic Polly collecting questions there as well. They literally have every Polly Pocket compact posted, plus who's supposed to come with it, the year it came out, all the information. It's amazing. And my last suggestion is to mentally prepare yourself. This is not an easy task, especially if you're trying to fix something that is of meaning to you. I wouldn't suggest taking on a project such as this one on your first attempt at restoring something. So go into it thinking whatever can go wrong will go wrong. Because if you go into it thinking, I'm amazing, everything I do is perfect, I am a crafting god, well, chances are you're gonna mess it up somehow and you're gonna be really, really angry with yourself later. So that brings us back to make sure this is yours, or make sure you have permission, and also just know that it can go wrong. So I know this was actually pretty long and not what you guys had in mind when you were requesting new Polly videos, but hopefully you enjoyed it, because I certainly did, and I'm really happy with how it turned out. If you know somebody who absolutely loves Polly Pockets, or maybe just restoring old items, or you just want to show them this because it looked pretty cool and it was satisfying to watch, then please share this video with them. And if you enjoyed it yourself, please make sure you remember to comment, like, and subscribe. You can let me know down below. Would you like to see more restoration videos, or is this a no-go for you? I'm a pretty understanding individual. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!